Hello, everybody. That was loud, huh?
In half a mile, use the left two lanes to turn
Jay, you
left
try to use whatever you can.
I-95,
Terrence got his
I-495
mouth wide
south
open
toward
back
Joint
there.
Base Andrews,
Sleeping
Richmond.
hard.
Hey, guys, what's going on? What's good in the hood?
Check and see what's good in the hood.
We are on a road trip, okay, guys? And so we figured we'd take y'all with us. Sean, say hello to the live. We could talk about some
I can't even
topics.
see the light. Hi,
I'll move
guys.
this over a little bit so you can see. You have to kind of go like this, Sean. Yeah, that's how you gotta do it. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to ride like this the whole time. This is too much. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
we could talk about some trending topics as we ride, guys. How you doing? I'm not gonna be able to see any of the comments. Sean, you got to see the comments for me. Oh.
Cannot see the comments.
Okay.
Watch out.
Because I don't
Hi,
have my
Eric.
glasses.
How you doing?
I don't have
Welcome.
glasses.
Okay, no worries. Okay, let's fix this. Come on in. We are on our
Turn
way.
left to I-95,
We're on our
I-495
road
south
trip.
toward Joint Base Andrews, Richmond.
And so we have about an hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
And so I figured I would go, oh, what's going on? Why are you all the way over here?
Exactly.
Do you
What are you
not know
doing?
how to?
What's really happening?
So we have about an hour drive, and so it's
Yeah,
it's trafficy.
What if you could took local roads and then jumped on the highway?
No, but it was.
No?
This is gonna tell me the fastest way.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
It says car
What we
stop.
doing?
Huh?
You got with my mouth over, Jackie?
I don't have you. I'm trying to go live.
Yeah, that's what you did.
I don't. How did I go and open up your mouth back there?
I've been knowing you half my life.
Terry said, that's what we doing? You got me with my mouth open. Just waking up out your sleep, joining in on the conversation.
Well, happy Sunday.
Woo.
Listen, there's been a lot going on in the news, okay? And so I should put that as one of my titles.
It's been a lot going on.
It's been a lot
Continue
going on.
straight
This
for
whole
12 minutes
this whole
to
Papoose
I-95,
and
I-495
Remy Ma
through.
situation is crazy. Okay?
You know, you can hear your. Where is that GPS on your phone? Oh, there it
Right
is.
here.
I know. I thought it was coming from there. So you're right. They
Oh,
been
no.
there.
No, I could turn it down.
Are you gonna be able to know where you're going?
I'll still be able to hear it, but maybe not as loud.
You gotta get a phone stand
I gotta get a phone stand, yeah.
for the car. You gotta get one.
Yeah. I had one before. I could put it right here, but I don't want to.
I've been looking at when people put on like their visor
Yeah.
to give you those really cool angles in the car, the whole 360.
I don't know what's going on here. But it is trafficy. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Yes, a lot of
Welcome
traffic.
aboard. Hello, Digi. I'm good. Is it Hashir? I'm good. Diganta, how you doing? Thank you for coming on in. Hello, everybody. Hello, we are riding and we are rolling. Yes, we are riding and we are rolling. Welcome. We're on a road trip, so let me show y'all some of the highways. Look at the beautiful sky. Tangi, Lato. Okay, how you doing? Come on in. Y'all ready for the road trip? Hey, JJ. How are you? There's some other people. Good to see y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button as you come on in and take this road trip with us. Hit that like button as you come on in. As you jump in, you like, it tells YouTube that you should bring more people over here. Thank you. I see the likes going up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we are on our way. Who's snoozing? You see that? Oh Lord. Knocked out. He's knocked out, y'all. We have a long little drive out here. Let me get some sun and some scene so y'all can see the blue sky. Yes, we are traveling. We are rolling. It's a beautiful day. I'm out here with the bestie. So hello.
Hi.
And so we are rolling. It's good to see all of you guys. Thank y'all. Thank you for hitting that like as you come on in. So we just riding. And so as we riding, we figured we'd come on and say hello. this be a long ride, and I'm usually used to riding, not driving. Especially these long drives. We used to take these long drives when we were younger. As we're getting older, it's like them longer drives are kind of like
Not appealing anymore.
yeah. So I figured I'll make it festive as we come on in, and I will show y'all some scenery. We're gonna be going over some bridges. And you guys get to see this one is, which bridge is this one again? What's it
You don't know
called?
what bridge?
Yeah, girl, we're going into a whole other state.
Yeah.
So we'll be
I
going.
don't know what this bridge is called. I just know it connects Virginia and DC and Maryland.
Why am I saying Heathrow? That's in London. That's the airport.
We'll know when we get to it.
When we get to it, we'll tell you. The Woodrow, is it the Woodrow Wilson Bridge?
Is it?
It's one of the bridges. So as we come on, I'll try to show y'all the MGM. We'll show you the National Harbor. There's so many cool places. I should get London to shoot some camera. London, will you get the camera out, and when we go over the bridge, shoot some of the water and stuff for us? I'm gonna ask you, Sean, because
Where is that?
right here. Hi, come on in. Take the ride with us. We are riding. You know, we stay doing some sort of adventure. So y'all are gonna be with us. Trust me. I will put up the content. But yeah, girl, I noticed. Let me tell y'all something. Since I've been on this camera, so I did a lot. I did a short, and I realized that my face was so round. So now I'm starting to see, guys. I'm gonna give y'all some of the tips and tricks that I've been using to get myself summer ready. I'm definitely gonna tell y'all what I've been doing. I've already started to tell y'all a little bit of like a little apple cider vinegar drink thing. I put that up to kind of give y'all a little piece of what I'm doing. But I'm starting to appreciate my jawline. Cause I was like, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute.
My jawline's still around. I got a long way to go.
It's all right. You still the fact of the matter, the fact of the matter is consistency.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's just being consistent and really doing something that you can do for longer periods of time. And really, it's really a diet. But for me, I needed to work out too, because it's just I wasn't as consistent. But I'm back consistent, so my body's like, okay, we can do this.
Watch out. Vehicle on shoulder.
Yes. All right, and so let's go and see here. Oh, let me show you how to work this camera. It's very simple. All right, here. Well, I'm not gonna have you put on the extra stuff, but this is, you can take this out the case. Yep. And then put it this way.
The camera?
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah, so you put it this
Oh,
way.
just this way.
Yep. And then
Why is it so little?
it's little. Yeah. So then,
Wait, this is a record button?
no. So the record button is here,
Oh, the ring.
but to kind of see, to make it to adjust, you adjust through here like a little joystick.
To zoom in?
No, don't zoom in really.
Yeah, to
I gotta
adjust.
figure how. Yeah. So you.
Oh, just to go up and
up
down.
and down,
Oh, okay.
yeah, mhm.
right.
And so, but then whenever, you don't have to do it right this second,
I
but when
just
we
wanna
come,
make sure I get
you
enough
get
of the
a,
screen
yeah.
versus the
But then
mirror.
we can record us doing our little chatting and our little rolling. Keep rolling. So we are actually both content creators. So Shawnee, tell them your page.
I am Shawnee Sanders. It's
Yes.
my page on YouTube.
Yes, tell them what you. Okay, so this is gonna be my highlight series where I'm bigging up other content. Yeah, I'm gonna highlight and big up other creators, whether you are a big creator, a small creator. Everybody has something very interesting, and this is why when you're gonna see in this video that will be coming up on our taking our trip, we're going to Virginia. I'm not gonna tell y'all where we're going, but we're going to another state. Okay, and so if you read my mouth, you probably saw it. But I'm gonna do a highlight of Like there's some
What does that
really
say?
cool things that we don't like that some of the people that you're around have the coolest of lives. They have the coolest jobs, they have the coolest dreams. You know what I'm saying? So in this episode, we're gonna take you on an adventure, but I really want to talk to people and like that live ordinary lives, but to me is a big deal. Like Sean is a content creator. She's done amazing things in her life, and so she's gonna be she's my first right now. My first highlight of doing it big with Shawnee, you doing it big.
Doing it big.
Okay, and understand that doing it big doesn't just mean you have all the money in the world. You have all the, celebrities. You have this. Sometimes doing it big is actually setting aside a goal and going for it. Like that's a huge thing. So many people put goals out there and they don't actually do it. It's just dreaming. Now I'm a big dreamer, but I'm a big implementer too. I like to implement the dream. Where's it telling me going? I gotta make sure as I'm talking. Okay, 495 through. Okay, yeah. So I'm going through. Yep. So right now, we are traveling, and we're about to go over this bridge. You're gonna see the National Harbor very soon. We actually lived at the National Harbor, which was a dream of mine to kind of live city-like, and we did it in the most toughest of times. So, Sean. Okay, so Sean is recording right now. You can
How
see.
am I gonna get the National Harbor?
You're gonna
zoom in.
I probably have to. I'll probably switch. Yeah, do it from this side. Yeah, I'll do it from this
you
side.
have
Yeah.
to, because I'm not-
And then with the water, when I get over the water, I'll show when we go over the bridge. Yeah, you'll probably have to hold this live.
Yeah.
Hmm. But Sean is gonna tell us about her life.
My life.
She's usually the interviewer.
Wait a minute. My life.
But when you
What?
have two friends that do similar things, now you get put on the spot.
You said she gonna tell about her life. My life.
Yeah, she
I
got.
don't want to know my life is in it. You don't want to know my life right now.
No, your life is good. You are working on your dream.
Yes.
This is the journey of your dream. Content creation. We're all actually
I'm
content
looking,
creators.
but the screen is too small for me.
Oh, right. You know what? You could put it to your phone and see.
But you know what? I think it's better when you're vlogging out.
Oh, of
Because
course.
it's easy.
Yeah. And it usually has another piece, but I just didn't put it on.
Mhm.
So it makes it longer so you can hold the thing easier.
Yeah.
But you can actually connect this to your phone
To give you a better.
so you can see the screen. Uh-huh.
That's what it is. 'cause
But
it's
I don't.
small.
I just take it for what it is. All
You
right.
record
So,
your talking head stuff on this?
yeah. Mhm. Well, I don't have any. I haven't had any talking head really stuff. Terrence does.
You record with this one?
Yeah. We don't have. I think he tried to buy another camera. I don't know if he did or if he took it back. But yes, guys, come in. We are rolling. We're gonna start now to show you the road trip. Look how the clouds are really cool. It looks fake, doesn't it? You can record a little bit of that too. You can hit the record button, yeah. So you can see here. Look at how the sky is. It really does look.
Continue straight for 9 minutes to exit 170.
It looks fake, y'all.
I know it's like 10 seconds in.
Mhm. Look at this. Yeah. As you're driving, yep. And so this is what we doing here. Look at the sky, y'all. This looks like a picture. It don't even look real.
The way the sky looks.
Wow, how beautiful. Hopefully the reception works okay while we're driving. I know sometimes there's some in and out, but it's good to see all of you guys on this really cool day. All right, so now we're going to be going over the bridge. So this is going to be called the National Harbor, and to the left as we go, you can start recording now. You have the MGM. Okay, so you could I could switch.
Let's switch,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I'll just do this over there.
So we have here. This is the MGM.
Just the MGM.
Watch out. Vehicle on
something more comes.
We're gonna be going over the bridge. I'm so happy that y'all saw that the car broke down. And so we finally car back. I didn't even give y'all that story that we finally got our car fixed. You know, we got. I'm one of the days we're gonna go into Old Town.
Oh yeah, Old Town.
But there's this really cool surprise area that London and I found. Remember that spot we found, London? I have headphones on.
Oh.
But it's so cool, and it's like some of the hidden places in some of these cities you don't even realize. This is the bridge, guys. We're on the bridge. This is the water.
I'm gonna move the phone out of the way.
You know what? Let me just get this.
Just like that, it says, "Welcome to Virginia." Can they see? Yes, welcome to Virginia.
As you guys can see, we are on a road trip. Welcome back. We are All Right Sam's, and this is where we turn ordinary days into big adventures. And today we are on a road trip.
Yeah, road trip.
Yes, we got Auntie Sean with us, and Terrence is back to sleeping. London is back there. Riley went to work, and we are on our way to have a really cool day on this Memorial Weekend here in the U.S. And we just wanted to take you out with us, so come along for the ride as we chitty chat and as we go.
Make the people feel like they riding in the car with
We're
you.
riding in the car, yes.
No, no.
All right, thank you. All right, yeah, there's some time.
Put it back in that case.
Yeah.
All right.
Got some footage, guys. I hope y'all enjoying this ride.
How does it go?
Oh,
Watch out. Vehicle on shoulder ahead.
so this is, we have entered Virginia, y'all. So we are on our way in. We are on our way to a, I guess, what do we consider that? This is Northern Virginia, so it's like more Southern Virginia. But not, I mean, there's, I don't know, maybe it's Central. I don't know.
I don't know either. But it's Alexandria, though, right?
No. Where are we going? Today?
No, I'm saying we're passing.
Oh,
through
we're
it.
passing, yeah. So that's Northern Virginia. Yes, guys. So ride along with us. So let's talk about to Auntie
That's what we
Sean.
call just a ride along.
It's a ride along, yes.
That's it. Just riding along, you know.
It's a little ride with us.
Where we going today?
Yes, we just riding along.
Just riding.
So Shawnee, so tell me about your this is on, okay, so give your page again, but we're gonna, aka Auntie Sean. So this is
I am Shawnee Sanders.
I am Shawnee Sanders is
It's
her
my
page.
page.
Yes.
I am Shawnee Sanders.
Yeah.
My page.
And but we call her Auntie Sean, and as you guys can see that there are a couple of people that will come on that know us from our pages on Facebook, and they'll ask for Auntie Sean. So this is Auntie Sean.
Yes.
Ask how she's doing. April came on, Ashley, a couple of people came on asking about Auntie Sean. She's doing well, and she's right here. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some questions.
Okay, ask me some questions. Here we go.
All right, so tell us about like where you're from originally, where you were, like where you're born, and you know, give us a little bit of like your highlight. My main question is the kind of work that you're doing now. Did you see that for yourself? What did you see for yourself when you were like a younger you?
Okay. So I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, originally born and raised.
Mhm.
Okay, Broward County,
Mhm.
Southern Florida. Did I see myself doing what I'm doing now? You know what? I always told my mom when I was younger. I remember telling her this the day I graduated, sitting at the table with my brothers and sisters. Everybody was there,
Mhm.
and she did ask me what I think I want to do. I was going off to college, Morris Brown, Atlanta. That's where I met Jackie.
That's where we met in college.
In college, and I didn't know what kind of company I was going to be CEO of,
Mhm.
but I just told my mom I see myself being a CEO one day.
She wanted to be a CEO.
I just wanted to be a CEO. I did not know the kind of company I wanted to be the CEO of. I didn't know if it was just going to be my own business.
Mhm.
But my mom always told me from when I was young that if you're going to be truly successful in this world, you're going to have to work for yourself.
Yeah.
She's always told me that. And I think that's why, I don't know if she's only told it to me as a sibling.
Like,
But-
because you have a lot of siblings.
I have a lot of siblings, you know, it's a
Mhm.
lot of us. But all I know is that because she told me that kind of stuck with me. And I think that's what I've always held down corporate jobs, you know what I mean? Got
Mhm.
good jobs, make good salaries.
Mhm.
But I've always had that desire to do something more,
Yeah.
you know, always had that desire. And I think that's exactly where it came from.
Yeah.
So, but did I see myself doing content creation, which is what I'm doing now? I don't think I did, because you know why? Back
wasn't
then, it wasn't a possibility for us. It wasn't there. We always knew we was all going to do something. Like Jackie was always in music and TV stuff.
Mhm.
So we always knew we was going to do something,
Yeah.
but I don't think it would have been this. Because I'm starting content creation at a later age in life.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, so your first out of college, your first big thing was doing a nonprofit.
Yeah. Started a nonprofit called Silence and Violence.
Do you forget that sometimes?
I do forget that sometimes.
Mhm.
And during a time where we didn't know nothing about starting a nonprofit,
Yeah.
we knew we wanted to help end gun violence. Gun violence was our target.
Mhm.
And we was going to do it through entertainment because we love entertainment, music, and all that kind of stuff. And I remember when we had to do the application to get a 501c3, like we had no idea
Mhm.
what we was doing, but we knew we wanted to do something worthy
Yeah.
and something impactful at that time.
Right.
You know?
Mhm.
But yeah, that was the first big thing I did, and taking steps towards like a CEO.
Yes.
Is doing Silence and
Hi,
Violence.
it's Amir. Mhm.
Yeah, you're right. That was it.
Yeah.
But it was a good time. It was in New York. I mean, it was in Atlanta. We moved to New York. So it was a good time.
Yeah.
It was a good time. Had we had social media back then,
Back then, right?
oh my God, it would probably have been so much bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It probably would have did so much more.
Yeah.
But we had to work with, like, it was really like word to the boots on the ground back then, like
Yeah.
word of mouth. You know what I mean? You really had to network, go to networking events, meet people.
Mhm.
That's how it was
Well,
back then.
and I'm glad you said that thing about networking, because am I still supposed to go? Ooh, shit.
Okay, wait a minute.
No, I
You going
just
the right place?
yeah, I'm going the right place. I just want to make sure, because it said 178. I just want to make sure. Oh, okay.
You want me to pick it up?
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's good. Let's see.
Maybe you should put that up there.
Oh, yeah.
Since it's not plugged in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All good. I can see you guys. Read this. Can you read it? Sean can't
Well,
read
you
it.
know I can't read it. I don't
I
have my
can see
glasses
you
on.
guys are enjoying the. Yes, we're enjoying the drive. It's Amir.
Yes.
We are enjoying the drive. So and so I figured I will interview, because Shawnee's a content creator as well, and she usually interviews. She actually has a podcast,
Yeah.
so she's usually the interviewer as well.
Yeah.
And so I figured I would interview her and kind of give her some like I guess, you know, just remind her of some of the things that she's done. Because hi, Doctor. You be hiding in the bushes?
Yeah, I'm hiding in the bushes.
Nice to see you. Don't hide. Don't hide. Come out the bushes. Thank you for coming out and saying what's up. So we kind of going down memory lane. So after college, so we've known each other since college, okay? And so after college, I see she grabbing onto her thing. Sorry, Sean, I got it. Did you see her grab her head? She like, oh shoot. Okay, so after college, Shawnee did her nonprofit.
Yes, I did. Nonprofit Silence the Violence.
Yes.
Silence the Violence.
Yes. And so now she's a content creator, right? The cool thing, so I've always believed in the village. Like, it takes a village. I always wanted to create a village. So even after college, like, my mom had a house that we rented out in Brooklyn, New York. And so we all moved to Brooklyn from Atlanta. Then, and now we live in Maryland. And so she lives right around the corner. So it's cool. So we've created a bit of the village. Nikki lives here. So there's a couple of people from New York that we know, and Florida, that live in the DMV area. And so we're actually on our way to visit another one of our friends out the village. She just lives in she lives out in this is a different state, but it's very close, like an hour away close. But we're taking a ride out. So we are enjoying. But I figured we'll have this conversation. So, all right. So you did this nonprofit.
Yes.
And did you think that nonprofit was going to be the vehicle to take you to your success?
I did.
You did.
I did. At that time, I did thought that was going to be it.
Yeah.
But then I think when I went to New York, I think around that time, then it got with Sirius Satellite Radio.
Okay.
Remember? Yeah.
Yes.
You introduced me to that guy that I applied because you said you should apply, and I did.
Do you mean the village? Oh, that's nice. You mean the village in state or out of the U.S.? The village in state. Yeah.
Village
So the village of people. You know, you could have your many villages. Like technically, the village is the people, right?
Yeah.
So you could live in a rural area, a city area, but your village is your people that you go to. So for us, it's like our friendship, our village, our connectedness, and like the power. And so in this conversation, I want to talk about the power of connecting and connections, and how impactful it is to really, it drives your life. Because through Sean and I's connection in college, her moving to New York, and with me or whatever, and then I married her brother. That's her brother back there.
Yeah.
So that's a huge
connection.
That's a huge connection, because it's like it like that changed the whole trajectory of my life. Right?
It did. Yeah, it did. Yeah.
And then you moving here.
Yeah. It took me a minute, because at first I was like, oh, I don't know.
Right. She didn't know that she didn't want to live in Maryland.
I didn't know.
Well, she didn't know about it. And the first time I came to the DMV, which is we came and we were in Maryland, but we went into DC, and it was for an event. It was so cold. I was like, I don't see myself living here, right? But when I came here, with Terrence or whatever to hang out, I was like, oh, it's actually cool. And the people were really cool. So I was like, oh, this is, and we've lived in Atlanta, we've lived in Florida, we lived in New York. And so I found this area to be really cool. And it has, like, it's been, do I need to get off?
US 29, the highway toward Fairfax,
1 mile, yeah.
Arlington.
Let me get over from now. Yeah, so the area was cool, but you had to kind of live here to understand it.
50, which one?
50, yeah, AB.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to live here to kind of understand what it says. Have you guys been out of the U.S.? Yes, many times. I actually started traveling from I was a kid, because my parents are from Jamaica. So I started going to Jamaica as a baby. So I would go to Jamaica. That's where I spent my summers. I've been to London twice on my own in my 20s as a solo traveler. So I was a solo traveler before solo traveling became popular.
Yeah.
I literally got on a plane and went and stayed in a hostel with a young lady I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? It was I'm glad that she was cool. But and I had to check on her. Rashida is her name. She was so super cool. Let me stay. I stayed in London for a whole month. So I was doing solo traveling before solo traveling was popular. And I did that young. And then I became a flight attendant, and so I really traveled. So I've been out the country many a times because that was my job. So and so I've been to Mexico on vacations, Puerto Rico.
Flight attendants, you've been a few places.
I've been a few. I've been Colombia. Sorry.
Highway toward Fairfax. Then
You
use
gonna
the
get out
right
the
lane
line.
to stay to
No,
the right.
that's
to
what is he
exit
trying to
58,
do?
Like, what are you doing,
West
yo?
Arlington
Like,
Boulevard to
Jesus
US
Christ,
29,
man.
the highway toward Fairfax.
This is what I'm talking about.
Sorry, guys.
You going straight?
No, 58.
Oh, okay, this 50B.
Yeah. Yeah, people drive crazy.
Rerouting. You save
Oh.
3 minutes via I-66W.
It says
Use the
58.
right lane to stay to the right to exit 58, US 50 West Arlington Boulevard to US 29, the highway
Let
toward
me put it
Fairfax.
over here. Put it back over here. 'cause
Serious, who you talking to?
He's talking in his sleep.
Talking my sleep. I'm saying, you don't let this road get you.
Oh.
Missing your turn. Don't know what you're doing. Slamming on brakes. I think slamming on brakes to wake me up. If you don't like to see me sleep. You know what I'm saying?
She don't like to see you sleep, parents.
In
You gotta
1.4
sleep, you be
miles,
tired.
turn right on Cedar Lane.
Okay, guys. So,
I'm all for the sleep. I'm all for it.
so yeah. So, what were we talking about? The village.
The village.
So,
And the power connection.
the power of connection. Okay. So you
They
were
actually did you travel, so you just got to tell them the different
to
places
travel.
you traveled
Okay,
to,
yeah. So this is what happens when you get older.
Thank God I remember, because I don't. If you don't know me, I don't even be remembering what we talking about.
It's time for you to tour Africa. It is. It
Yes.
is time for me to tour Africa.
I'm ready
That
for
is
Africa,
one
too.
continent I haven't been to. Asia. I haven't been to Africa.
What this is? How far we went?
We need to see the lane at 0.8 miles.
Okay.
Yeah. So I haven't. It is time for me to tour Africa. Definitely. That's a definite. Yes. So what am I trying to say now?
Power of connection.
The power of connection. So Sean, you were doing Silence the Violence, the nonprofit, and you thought that was going to be the vehicle that took you to your place of success.
I did. I hope
What-
this ended up being a happy story. We telling you.
It is a happy story, don't you think? Listen, you're
I've been
here.
driving in different vehicles for a while, y'all.
She said, "Oh wait," she said, "I hope." Wait, that's that. And when you're doing the interview, right? And you be like, "I ain't bring my tissue. I hope this interview is not gonna be the kind of interview that
It
makes
gets
me
people
cry."
emotional. Exactly. Shoot. I hope this end up being a good story. Okay? It's going to be one of them ... stories to be continued.
To be continued stories.
That's what it is.
But we get to have that continuation.
Yeah, we do.
So that I think that's the concept. So sometimes we and when we're in our toughest times, we figure that, oh my goodness, this is such a tough time.
Yeah.
But we still have time,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the key. So you thought that was going to be the vehicle.
I thought it
When
would
you
be the
stopped doing it,
Yeah.
how were you, how did you part from this vehicle that you thought was going to be, was it an easy part? Was you just on to the next? Were you holding on a little bit longer? What was your process of letting go of your company?
You know what? I can't remember how it all dissolved itself. I think when we left Atlanta and
So
coming
she
to
moved.
New
Okay,
York.
so she. Oh, okay. You okay?
Yeah.
The right lane to
I
turn
think
right.
after that part, I think it just kind of because we did this whole big thing in Atlanta where we had this huge mural in the park. We had all these sponsors. We had this artist come, and it's so crazy. The girl that did our mural in the park ended up actually
Right on Cedar
painting,
Lane.
doing a painting for Michelle Obama.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? And she always used to thank me and Christine and tell us how her doing our mural in the park jumpstart her career as an artist. You know, so we was always grateful for that. But it wasn't easy to walk away from. You know, when you start something, it's not easy to walk away because you do think this is going to be the
What
thing.
is he doing? Look what he doing.
Look at this.
What is he doing? This is what you see.
Yeah.
Welcome to Virginia.
Welcome to Virginia.
That's what I should have gotten the camera.
School at Cedar Lane.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you think it's gonna be the vehicle that takes you there, but it didn't. And I don't know. I guess back then, you know, when you're young, it's easy to just move on from something.
Yeah.
And in the back of my mind, I always felt like, hey, you know, if we ever wanted to do it again, we can. We'll just be a little bit more knowledgeable in what we did before, and you know, we'll have a little bit more money to invest. That's what I thought too.
Telephone.
From England, from London.
Look at that. Some
London
cool
town.
things here. This is
So it was easy to move on from it.
It was easy to move on. Look at this house, y'all. Look at this. This is in Virginia, y'all. Look at this house.
love
Ooh,
Winnie
that
the
is
House.
so
I
nice.
love it. The modern architect.
The modern, I like that. I like that modern architect. Really, really nice. Okay, so you have like a little
US
more
29.
left. Oh, US 29. Okay. All right. So I'm definitely coming to Africa. That's definitely a place that we are coming to soon, like sooner than later. I enjoy so many African content creators not to touch the continent. Okay. So all right. So back to you. So you just kind of made that transition.
Yeah.
And then you started to work for Sirius Satellite Radio, right? That was your
Yeah, I
next.
think that because I think by that time I moved to Atlanta. I moved to New York
Yeah, well,
after that.
but you were still you did the mural while you were still.
You know what we did? So while we were still in New York, we did the party at the house
And you did the thing in the city.
in the city. Yep, we did
And
that.
then that's when you moved out of New York and went to Atlanta. But you were still kind of doing stuff like
yeah,
in Atlanta, but still in New York, because then when you were in New York, you started working for Sirius.
started working for Sirius Satellite Radio. Yep, started doing that.
Yep. And that really, didn't that spark you into media? Because you were more looking at CEO kind of
Before I
stuff.
started doing Sirius, I was doing I was working with Marvette Berto.
So you were
I was
doing like
entertainment PR.
PR.
Yeah, entertainment PR. Because at that time she had Dame Dash, she had Foxy Brown, she had Giggable Planets, she had them, at least the girl
3/4 of a
from it.
mile. Turn right on
And
State
then,
Road 243.
so yeah,
Nutley Street.
that kind of introduced me to that whole entertainment piece.
Yeah.
And then I started working for Kim Kardashian's PR person
Jonathan.
at that time, Jonathan. Yeah, started working for him too. And I think was he representing Kim at that time? I think he was actually during that time. He was representing Kim. So that whole kind of thing kind of introduced me to the whole entertainment side of the world.
Yeah.
And then the opportunity, because you end up meeting that guy, we ended up going to Sirius.
Yeah. So I met this guy who was a very strange guy.
But thank you for that connection.
Yeah,
because with that connection,
he
I
was
ended
very
up getting to
connected.
Sirius.
Yeah, he was very connected.
I applied.
And
yo.
like, you know, he liked me, took me out to dinner. He did a very strange thing, but you know, I believe in keeping connections. You know, so we kept the connection cool. But because of that, us hanging out, and he was there actually.
Because we went with you that day to see him at Sirius.
Yes.
We told you to come up and
Yes.
visit to
Yes.
the office, and we went.
And it was under
just
construction.
in the process of it was under construction. It was building.
And so we were able to be at Sirius in New York at the inception, basically.
For satellite radio. It was
For
like satellite
radio. Yeah, way before it
Yeah.
became a thing, you know.
Turn right on State Route 243.
And so
Nutley Street.
so Sean started to work in radio,
I started working radio.
which was cool. And so for me, out of college, I worked in TV, but I've always kind of worked even in college days. I worked for production companies. I worked entertainment companies. 66 West. Okay, I must have missed that earlier. Okay, guys, thank y'all for rolling with us as we.
Exit right to I-66 West toward Front Royal.
I-66 West, Front Royal. Okay, right through here.
Hazard reported ahead.
Hazard.
All right. Yeah, so okay, just want to make sure we're on our right route, guys, as we pick up the conversation. Thank y'all for hanging with us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as you come on in. We already did we go to 66? Yeah, are we? No, we're not. Oh,
In 900 feet, use the left
I
lane
did need to
turn
go to
left on
66.
Dudley Street Southwest.
You want to get out live, Jackie.
no, it's
You
I'm
do
looking
things.
right at it. It's just giving me the wrong thing.
You gotta make a U-turn.
Yeah, it's giving me the wrong. It's like delaying my
Yeah.
Then turn left on
because it did say
Dudley
66
Southwest.
I
West,
don't know what
but
it is about Google, but my Google been taking me. It'll tell me I reached the house and the house is like further down the street.
come on, I gotta make a U-turn, y'all. Okay, so let's get back to our conversation. Y'all hit that subscribe button and that like button as you come on in, okay? And you are on. This is what happens on a road trip, okay? We get lost.
Jackie said, okay, let's get back.
Okay, we're getting back to the conversation. So now you're at Sirius. So okay, and then you moved to Atlanta.
Yep, I ended up going back to Atlanta. But I was still doing Sirius when I went back to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I was just recording and
Turn
sending it
left
back
on
to
Dudley
them.
Street Southwest.
And
Then use
the
the
only
right
reason why I
lane to
was
exit
let
right
go,
to
I left
I-66
Sirius, or I got left
toward
go
Front
Sirius,
Royal.
is because they did the merger with
Use the
XM.
right lane to exit right.
Oh.
And my
Then
station
use
was
the
one of
right
those
lane to
stations that
stay
they
to
just
the
got
right
rid
to
of.
I-66 West toward Front Royal. Use the right lane to stay to the right to
Okay.
I-66
We're back
West
on the road.
toward Front Royal.
I knew they was gonna do. Of course they're gonna merge, because once they merge, it's like they're the main two satellite companies, XM and Sirius.
Yeah,
It made sense for them to merge, you know?
exactly.
Oh my God, what's going on
Traffic. Hear from Team Nick. Oh, hi. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'm so glad that you are here. Welcome to the family. We are taking a road trip. You can see now we're starting to hit traffic. So y'all can see. Thank you. Seductive Sarah. What a name. Hey, nice. Am I saying that right? Make sure I'm saying it right. Yes. Welcome. We're here on our road trip. I'm so glad you're here. I appreciate you.
Straight for 8 minutes to exit 50
So we are
feet,
in
State Route
taking a
28
road
north
trip.
toward
Safe
Philadelphia.
journeys. Thank you so much. Look at this traffic. So this is, I don't know what part of the world are you in? We're here in the U.S. and it's Memorial Day weekend, and so the traffic is plenty. The traffic is plenty, and this person does not want me to get over. Okay, it's all right. I'll bypass you. The traffic is plenty. Okay, now you pressing on your brakes. Okay, so I'll just bypass you. Yeah, so we are rolling Switzerland. Hey, so nice. nice. We're in the U.S. and you can see the beautiful skies and the tree lines and everything. So we are in Virginia, and Virginia is pretty big. Don't you think it's a pretty big state? Virginia is a pretty big state. So we are traveling an hour into Virginia, coming from the north. And so that is so cool. So look, there was some kind of situation happening over here. Y'all could see real time. The police are there, the trucks are there. Look like some sort of accident. But we have clear, beautiful skies here. It is 75 degrees and it's very, very nice. All right, so Sean, oh, you're listening? Okay. So I'm interviewing Sean about her life. Remember that show back in the days called This Is Your Life?
Yeah, I do remember that show back in the day. Yeah.
Right? And so, does anything that you were doing back then would give you an indication that what you're doing right now is what you're supposed to be doing?
Yeah, I guess because I did radio for a while, and now me doing the podcast is kind of like the same thing, which is kind of like, okay, I'm taking it back to my roots where it started.
Yeah.
So that kind of gives me an indication that, okay, you are supposed to be doing, because you started out doing this kind of thing, you know what I'm saying, with Sirius, and now you're back to it, and now it's just kind of like on your own terms. You get to kind of structure it and pick the people you want to interview and stuff like that. So
yeah, I
think from doing Sirius, it kind of led me to this path.
Yeah.
This whole entertainment, you know what I'm saying, creative path, stuff like that. I think that's kind of what set it off.
And when you were younger, did you see yourself in the creative fields? Like, were you doing anything?
You know what? I don't know if I did.
Okay.
See myself. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I even saw myself as a creative person. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger.
Wow.
Honestly. I don't know if I did or not, you know?
So you
into it wasn't necessarily like, I don't know, I guess that's not how we defined ourselves back then.
You know what, for me it was different. I've always I used to give shows.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But I never was like that, I don't know. Like
TV was
I was
so
like in
huge.
cheerleading and all that kind of stuff that I did, like
sports,
talent shows and stuff like that. But I don't know if I would have called, I don't think I would have called myself a creative person that I am now.
But that happens a lot. Like even our friend Denise, who we're going into, she was very book heavy and very much into, like, academics. So she went to school to be an engineer, but then found herself to have more of a creative flair, went into sports marketing and got her master's in that.
That's true.
And so and now she's kind of like still doing something more on a creative end of Google.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now that I think about it, I remember when I was cheerleading, like co-captain in middle school.
Yeah.
We used to see like other cheers and we used to recreate them.
You
know what I'm saying? Like first of all, you had to learn them and recreate them and put your own spin on them.
Yeah.
And I think now I think about it, with me doing that, kind of like is what I do with
content.
Like
repurposing.
Like,
or seeing something and being to
yeah, because visually I can recreate
it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good, yeah.
And I noticed that that's what I can do now, because I used to do that back then by just looking at what they're doing and going back and just being able to recreate it myself.
Yeah.
I used to do that as a cheerleader. But still, if someone was like, oh, you're a creative person, I would have been like, no, I'm not.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I would have said, no, I'm not. I'm not a creative person.
And for me, I've always been creative heavy.
Because creative to me always meant like artsy.
Artsy, yeah. I was very artsy.
And all that kind of stuff. That's what I attributed creative to.
Yeah, I was very artsy. Like the girls, and TJ, all three of them can draw. They don't draw anymore, but their drawing skills are really superb. Yeah. I don't think I had like superb drawing skills. I just knew creative, like the fact that my sister can paint.
Yes.
But I was very creative heavy because although my mother was in the beauty industry, that's very artsy.
That's very artsy and it's creative.
It's creative, and so my sister is very in the same thing. So
Mhm.
so like creativity was always like promoted,
Yeah.
which is very the opposite usually of what parents do. They more academic driven. My mom was like, yeah,
academic driven.
finish your
Finish
school, but go after your dreams.
go to college.
Yeah, my mom is an entrepreneur, so she didn't push. Like she knew that she got her success from her own,
Yeah.
from as a CEO to her own companies.
And it's so crazy because my mom was not an entrepreneur,
yeah,
but she knew that if you wanted to have true success, you had to be one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not something because she come from a generation where that's just not what she did.
yeah,
You work until you retire and you live off your retirement. That was her mindset.
yeah,
But she knew enough to tell me, if you're ever going to be truly successful, you're going to have to work for yourself to be truly successful.
successful.
Like, so she knew enough about to tell me that, but I don't think she necessarily knew about entrepreneurship.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of just stuck with me. It really do. It stuck with me, and I think that's still what drives me a lot today too.
Right.
Is her saying
It's her saying that. Yeah.
sparking that in me because nobody else did.
So how much
In
of
1
your
mile, use the
mom's
right 2 lanes to
um,
exit right 2 exit
sayings
53B,
or the way she lived, the way she
North Port Phillips
um,
Airport.
did things, how much do you see yourself in your mom? Like,
My mom words and phrases influence my entire life.
it influences you.
And it's so crazy because when you're younger, your parents don't think you're listening.
Yeah.
They really don't. They don't think you're listening because you're kind of like, okay, all right.
I know.
And yeah, you know, because your mom and your girls you feel like your girl's not listening. But when once you get out on your own,
Yeah.
you remember everything your parents taught you.
Mm-hmm.
You remember everything she said, everything they told you to do, not to do, everything they told you to watch out for, every path they said you need to take, do this and that. I remember I still live by a lot of the things that she said to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I still do to this day. Her influence is still heavy on me to this day.
So that shout out to all the moms out there
Oh,
who
yeah.
feel like the kids are not listening.
They're listening.
They're listening. Terrence
so
always
see it
says
now.
that. Yeah, Terrence always will say, you know,
Exit right
you
2
think they're
exit
not paying attention, but they are listening. But they are, and you'll see it. You might not see it now, but you'll
I
see
just
it
said
later.
it. Like,
Yeah,
you know she's paying attention. She just said it
She said it. Yep.
today. She said some things today that tells you she's paying attention for sure.
Mm-hmm.
They might not show you or say it to you, but we're paying attention. I know I did.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say the same thing to them. Don't do this. I'm telling you. You go down this path. Watch yourself.
Mhm.
So it's like we repeat this cycle.
Yep. And I definitely see my mom all over me.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I mean, I look just like my mom.
So she looks like
Just like her. I
don't
look in the mirror and I'm beginning to see her so much more
Yeah.
than I see myself. I'm beginning to see her a lot more. So
Yeah.
our parents influence everything.
Yeah, my mom, like, although I don't look exactly like my mother, I see her in
Oh, yeah.
I see parts of my mom.
Her ways, how she does things, how she do certain things.
Yep. I'm definitely a combination of my parents. if you ever had a combination, that would be me.
You like to party like your papa?
Yep. Uh-huh.
You like a good time like
Yeah.
your dad?
Yep, my mom too.
Yeah, your mom
that's
like a good time.
She love a good time now.
Mm-hmm.
She still love a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And so so if there's one thing that you could say that you like wish I would have, could have done,
In 3.1 miles.
what would that be?
You know what I really wish I would have did? I really wish I would have just kind of stuck more with serious.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I wish I
Like
would have been a little bit
on a path through
yeah,
them.
more ambitious in that path. Because even after that, I started doing Blog Talk Radio, remember? Way before podcasts even came about, we had
Yeah.
Blog Talk Radio. And because I still wanted to do it,
Mm-hmm.
and I wish I would have just pursued that more and been a little bit more aggressive
Mm-hmm.
with being on air.
Yeah.
Because who knows where I would be right now,
Right.
you know? That's one thing I wish I would have did.
So what is it? Is it that you gave up on something? Did you give up on it?
You know,
like
I don't know if I
gave
gave up because even like I say, even after I started doing Blog Talk Radio, so it's something I still wanted to do. I just didn't know if it was an opportunity there for me still. You know, And back then, we didn't have social media, so everything was really about who you know, who you get connected to. And a lot of people I knew just didn't work there anymore because of the merger. And so it was just like, okay. And then I didn't even think about like regular transitional radio. You know what I mean? I didn't even think about that part. It was just more so. And then life stuff happens.
Yeah.
Life happens, and then life that kind of throws you off course.
Throws you
and
off.
it makes you say, okay, I gotta find. I'm gonna go do this.
A different path.
This path here, I can get this job and start working. And then it's like it becomes a thing of the past. Responsibility sets in. It's like when you're younger, you live so free.
Yeah.
Because you just like moving with the wind. I have to do whatever I want to do. No kids, no husband, no family, no nothing. It's just me doing me.
Yeah.
But as you get older, and then responsibility begins to take over that freedom that you had.
Yeah.
You become more afraid to lose the things you acquire over the years than to take that leap and go into this freedom you want to live. You get too afraid to lose the stuff you got. So you're like, yeah, I want to pursue some freedom over here and do this, but I got to get this job because these bills are not going to wait.
Yeah.
That's become the priority. And then you have to now try to figure out a way as you get older, said, but I still have this desire to do something. So how am I going to pursue this and still take care of my bills too? And then that's when we start doing like side hustles, building things on the side.
Then stay to the left.
That's the way we do it as we get older.
So Sirius is one of those things.
So it's one of those things where I really wish I would have just kind of been like, no, I want to be able to do this. Is there an opportunity for me here? I should have been able to try to press harder for that, to stay with Sirius.
So do you think that there's opportunities? Is it something that you would still pursue now?
I would love to sign with Sirius as a podcast, with my podcast sign with Sirius. Because Sirius does do podcasts. So I would love to sign with them. That's the goal for the podcast, is sign with one of the major streaming platforms. That is the goal. That is any podcaster goal, is to have a big major deal. You know what I mean? And that's one of my major things that I want to do, is be able to sign with one of the major streaming platforms to have that opportunity.
So have you done anything in the last 4 weeks that will help you get to that
Exit
goal?
right to US 50 toward Fairfax.
I can't. I mean, outside of just still doing episode, like you know what I did? I kind of rebranded the podcast to try to shift conversations and to see, because now everything's
Use
about
the left lane to stay to
your
the
social
left.
media status,
Then
right?
use the
People
right
look
lane
at
to stay
that
to the
now.
right to US 50 West.
And so I've been trying to
Winchester.
focus, I rebranded and trying to reframe my conversations around garnering more attention around the conversations I'm having. So I can't say that I have been working towards that goal. I just
Subliminally.
Yeah. I just been taking these small steps with rebranding and conversations and stuff like that.
Right.
People, like I stopped doing a lot of interviews just on the sake of doing interviews and want to curate more of my interviews versus just interviewing people. You know? Just for the sake of getting out an episode.
Right.
I'm like, now I got to be more thoughtful about who I put on the show.
Okay. Very interesting.
Yeah.
So I hope you're finding this conversation to be very impactful. Because you see what I love to do, and I really am very inspired, curious about people and their journey. Like I really enjoy the journey, right?
The details on the journey.
Yeah, and so like I love to take journeys, but I love to hear about people's journeys as well. So you guys are gonna get a lot of that here too, because people have some of the people next to you have the most interesting lives. Hello, Muddy Dog. What's going, Muddy Mud Dog? What's going on? We doing well. We doing well. Guys, make sure you come on and hit that like button as you come on. We're just having a conversation. We are on our road trip, and we are getting closer to our destination, guys. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's so good to see you. And I know you came from over at Nick's, right? And I hear you are a big singer, which we are a very musical family. And so I do remember you from being on that live, and so welcome. I'm so happy you are here. We're here cruising. We are actually in the state of Virginia right now. We left our state and we have been rolling. So look how beautiful the sky is here. And we are just here talking to Sean Auntie Sean about her journey. She worked for Sirius Satellite Radio. She's worked in PR. Now she's also a content creator. I am Shawnee Sanders, and she's on her journey like we all are. You know, well, actually, we are. Even if you're not a content creator, you are on a journey. You know what I'm saying? Like your life is a whole journey, and so I've been very, as many times as we talk, it's always, there are questions that, you know, in your normal everyday life that you're not gonna be asked. You know, like we talk a lot and we always are building and stuff like that. But there's some, how many times are you gonna be interviewed, right? Oh, Nick, how you doing? We just was talking about you. Blessings to the beautiful ladies and gents here. Oh, thank you so much, Nick. It's good to see you. About to hear on the road trip or your own. Okay. Nice. Very nice. It's good to see you guys. Yes, so we're here. We are in this part. I don't know the name of this. Oh, Chantilly. So this is Chantilly. Look, just when I said I don't know the name of this area, but it's Chantilly, Virginia. So it's this area of Virginia is really, really nice. We are actually going to visit another friend of ours, somebody that I went to high school with, and we actually met in the middle of middle school. But we went to high school, our full 4 years together, and so she works for a company that really we all know, and she works for Google, and she's been there for many years, and so that's a friend of ours. So I'm actually going to take this opportunity to have a conversation with her, but we're gonna be partying, y'all, so y'all be getting some clips. But maybe if we do have some time, we will take some time to talk with her about her journey, just like how we're talking to Sean about her journey, because life is a whole journey. Okay, it's a whole journey out there. And yeah, I could see this is what driving through Virginia looks like. This is Chantilly. I say Chantilly. That's what I call Chantilly. You know, I was talking with Chantel yesterday all loud. Yeah. Chantilly, Virginia. And so we have been riding for about an hour. And let's see the comments here. All right, Sam's, let's see here. Hope all is well, brother. Yes, many blessings. Okay. Oh, Hamisi official. Nice to see you. The prodigal son is back. That's my boy here. Hamisi official. Good to see you. Yes. Hamisi, we're on another journey. Hamisi, look, Hamisi was with me when we were trying to get into the 1,000 subscribers. He was like, all right, let's go. And we have finally hit that we have finally gotten over that 1,000 subscriber mark. Sorry, Terrence. I thought I was going to be able to make it. So, very good. Hopefully, you guys, look at the social house. Okay, that's some restaurants here. I don't know if you can see. There's some restaurants here. This is like a little area with a spa. Really cool. It's good to see you guys. Good to see y'all.
They had a birthday.
Okay. Yes. So this is Chantilly. I think we should probably should get some kind of, not a whole lot of footage here, but at least if we see something cool. But they do have
that's right. You got your heat with your one. You know, Carissa in Puerto Rico. Okay.
Listen, they are doing it. We gotta talk about that too. Like that whole thing has been crazy. Yeah. We're very close. We are building a family. Yes, one day and just one laugh. Yep. How the journey was from the start. Exactly. Yep. We are doing that. That's what we're doing here. We are building. We are building. Look at that. You see that little truck, that tractor truck right here? So there's a lot of farmland here in Virginia. But the areas, it's a really nice area. But there's tons of like farmland here. And you can see that truck there. Yeah. So we would love to see our friend a lot more, but she lives all the way out here. So taking a trip to see her. Now there's a part of Virginia that's really close to us, and you can get to Virginia from my home to the northern part of Virginia, maybe in 15 minutes, right? 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. But the part she lives in, as you can see, has been it's been a hike. It's a whole hour ride in. Oh, West Virginia, okay. Is that, yeah, West Virginia is really cool now. So West Virginia and Virginia, like West Virginia is not too far from where we live. Maybe about 2 hours. Because, you know, Virginia is pretty big. So, but they have really cool cabins. And look at these, they have the nurseries here. I don't know if y'all can see here. Trying to show y'all the road. But West Virginia has really cool cabins, and we actually did a retreat out there and it was so nice. We definitely have to do that again. But we're gonna take y'all, like there's so many really cool places, and out in this part of Virginia, they have a hotel called the Salamander. They do have one in DC as well, but it's so top tier. We probably won't stay, but we can kind of walk through because it is pricey. But I do want to experience that. Denise has told me many a times, and everybody who's gone to the Salamander has had rave reviews. Maybe we get to stay one night. Definitely, we do well in this content creating game. We coming to stay, but it's a little coin. It's a little coin heavy for our pockets. But I do want to go. Denise said it's not too far from here. Now that's a cool place. We should go to the Salamander, Sean.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay, so we're on our way. Yep, coming into. We are at our location, guys. We are finally here, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay, we are finally here. We have gotten to the destination. Y'all have been with us on this whole ride. I thank y'all. Y'all made this ride a lot easier, especially since the main driver is sleeping. It made it go pretty fast. So Sean, before we go, because we are going to arrive at our destination.
Look at Felicity Rashad and his sister.
I mean, they're so cute.
They look so good.
They look very good, and they're in their 70s.
Yes, girl, they look so good together.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna start the filming. All right. Terrence is still sleeping back there. Look. This is what's happening. This is what's happening here. I don't have you on, London. Okay. All right, guys. So we are here. We're going to be pulling up now into the community. Sean, before we get off, is there one thing that you'd like to tell our family that you are going to, next year this time, what would you be doing?
Next year this time,
Use the right lane to turn right on Tall Cedars
I will
Parkway.
be making consistent money with my content.
She's going to be a monetized. Which
I'm
you already
monetized.
you already monetized.
Yeah, my I am Shani Sanders brand will be monetized.
Her one of her brands is already monetized.
Yeah.
But her I
Girl, take note.
am Shawnee Sanders brand
Turn right on Tall Cedars Parkway.
will be monetized, and
Yeah, on all platforms.
she's going to be monetized on all platforms. All right. Well, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. What's
In a
happening?
quarter of a mile,
We're trying to
turn
figure
left
out.
on
Okay.
Derby Meadow Way.
So she's going to be monetized, and we are going to be tracking her journey.
Yes.
Monetized is a triumph. Yes, it is a triumph. We are working hard to get there. So let's celebrate from now that we are all monetized here.
Derby Meadow Way.
Our whole life
Turn left on
is right here.
Summerwood Drive.
Yeah, our whole life is monetized. Okay, we're here, y'all. We're pulling up right now, guys. Okay, the party has started. Okay, the party has started, guys.
Turn left on Summerby Drive.
Okay. All right, so we are pulling up. So nice. It is so nice. Okay, we're gonna park. Okay. All right, so we are here. Where we're gonna park? Somebody's.
This food.
Okay, so I wonder if we could park right here. Going in their little driveway.
500 feet.
Let me come out their driveway quick.
Then turn right. Turn left on Summerby Drive.
Sean, it's good for you to actually come on out with us, Sean.
I don't know, right? It's been a while.
I know, I don't talk.
Hopefully. I wonder if we should park over here on this street. You think we should park across the street? Or in somebody's
Your food, okay? I don't know.
Cause I was gonna park right here, but park right there. Yeah. But this kind of truck
Park in front of that truck.
in front of this truck right here, right? Okay. Yeah. Cause there's more room. All right, guys.
Yeah.
This one?
No, yeah.
Okay.
This one back. No, I was saying, and then you're not parking in front of
Keep a
someone's
right.
home.
Destination
Right.
is on your right.
True. All right, guys. So thank y'all for hanging out with us. We are here.
Turn left.
Mary and friends, hi, welcome. It's good to see you. I love that our lives are monetized. Yes, our lives are monetized. Come on, okay? Our lives are monetized. We're living a monetized life. And y'all look forward to the conversations. So, like I said, my friend here that we are going, I've known her for years. She actually works for Google for many years. I want to say she might have been working for Google for like 15 years, which is a really cool job to have. And so we're going to talk with her while we go in here. And so look forward to that. I hope all of you guys hit that like button as you come on in. And those of you who haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. Welcome to the family where we turn our ordinary days into extraordinary journeys, okay? And so we are journeying here, and yeah, I will film. So I got the camera. I'm going to film this day so y'all can see. Thank y'all for taking that ride with us, okay? I will see y'all mañana. Lock in always and get to it. Thank y'all so much for just being so incredible. Love y'all to pieces. All right.